here's the take. You're drafting someone who already missed the biggest shot in his life for that to move on in the March Madness.
Give me a break. You know what? You know what I'm okay with? He took the shot. He took the shot.
I'm not going to get over it because Luka loved us and we loved him.
Okay, well, so did the NBA.
Bad take, Fred. I'd rather have Luka than Flagg. The grown-ups have moved on. The toddlers are still pitching their tantrums. I'm not mad. I'm a Rockets fan, and I'm tired of this. And the GM still stinks and will still continue to screw this up. Being gifted the first pick does not change that idiocracy.
Okay.
I stand with Fred, the master of slump buster.
There you go. There you go. See, now we're putting it back into perspective.
Is Cooper Flagg the whitest guy the Mavericks have ever drafted? Someone asked.
I mean, I'm going to defer to you on that one, but...
I mean, I don't have every draft pick in my head.
Okay, here's a question. Did the Mavericks draft Sean Bradley?
Believe so.
Well...
Pretty white.
He's pretty white.
I don't think they drafted Brian Cardinal, but he was on the team at one point.
Yeah, but he doesn't sound that white. I mean, Brian Cardinal is a whitish sounding name, but I don't think you get any whiter than being a 7'6" dude who's Mormon.
Yeah.
I mean, how much whiter do you get than that?
This is...
It's 1A, 1B, though.
This is... Unfortunately, the only text that I've seen that I don't really see what you're talking about. Luka has plateaued. We dodged the long-term bullet.
Wow. Now that is a hot take. See, look, I still think Luka, I mean, I would not be surprised if we see
Luka wins MVP next year.
Mavericks-Lakers face. I mean, I'll tell you what, the NBA for as, dare I say, I don't want to say lackluster, because the NBA, look, let's put it this way. From a basketball perspective, the playoffs in the conference finals and the champion and the finals outside of, after Halliburton got hurt was good quality basketball for the most part. It didn't have the
narratives.
You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't the big markets, and let's call it what it is. SGA, yes, he's the MVP, but he might be the most kind of just humdrum MVP we've seen in a while from a hype standpoint. Correct. Okay, this wasn't Celtics Lakers. This wasn't even Celtics Timberwolves.
No.
Right? Because I promise you, if Anthony Edwards is in that finals, it's going to be a different tenor to hype around it. Okay. So the NBA...
The amount of bars that I went to that people didn't even know he was in the finals. I was talking about it at my job. They're like, who's in the finals?
Seriously.
Pacers?
Exactly.
Pacers, Thunder?
Like even casuals were turned off by this finals, okay? Yeah. The NBA will lose its collective minds.
Somebody making a casserole in here?
If they found or if you had a Mavericks Lakers. Forget the Thunder. Forget the Thunder. The NBA would much rather see a Mavericks Lakers Western Conference Finals.
That would be probably the highest rated conference finals in a long time.
In the history of the NBA. No question.
Yeah, no, it would. You know what? It's probably Kevin. Kevin's always cooking something. Do you smell that?
No,
it smells like someone's making a cheese lasagna.
I think he just warmed something up in the microwave.
This guy stays hungry.
He did. Mama's cooking. Mama's home.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because remember he said he had salsa, but then he lied to us and he didn't have salsa.
Okay, and then I want to. We gave the comparison to Luka getting traded. We went Herbert, which I think was a good starting point. Then we upgraded to Lamar, and I think we hit it at the end.
We hit it with Joe Burrow.
We
hit it with Joe Burrow.
All the talent in the world. Put up the raw stats.
Widely considered one of the best. I mean, hell, Madden's got him higher than Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. Went to a championship, but lost it, and hasn't been back since. And has had some injury history.
Sniffed it since.
I think Joe Burrow might be the best comp.
Yeah. And so it'd be similar to if Arch was coming out, you traded away Joe Burrow and got Arch Manning.
Correct.
Okay.
There we go. I mean, look at us.
That's what we do, bro. Come on, high five to us. High five to us.
So if you were a Bengals fan, would you trade Joe Burrow
for Arch Manning?
And we got to give him another player.
And think about it this way. But think about it this way too. Think about it this way, because and I'll tell you why this comp
like Devontae Adams
makes more sense. That's a great pull right there.
Like still very good,
that's
but
a great
like
pull
kind of
right
injured.
Well, or
back
would it
end
be?
Of his career.
Yeah. So that, and think about it this way: Arch Manning. You could, I mean, we haven't seen him play yet, but you could argue he's like a more athletic. Because look, Arch Manning can run. Joe Burrow doesn't run.
Correct.
Right? I mean, he can move around if he has to, but he ain't tucking it and run.
That's not his thing.
Arch Manning will take it and run with it.
It's just something a little different.
Because isn't that the thing that we love about Cooper Flagg is that he plays defense. I mean, Paul Biancardi, they asked Gavin Dawson, I can't remember if it was Dawson or Wolchuk, asked him today, like, what's his defensive comp?
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen-ish about how he goes about playing. I mean, what are we talking about?
The only part that I guess doesn't align with our analogy is kind of their off the court issues as well. Like, I don't think we've heard a single thing about Burrow. There's obviously a bunch about Luka or his conditioning and his.
But no, I will take that because look, at the end of the day, here's the thing: you never worried about him in the postseason.
No, and you don't worry about Joe Burrow either.
And you don't worry about Joe Burrow, and that's why I'm saying like, and again, at the end of the day, when it comes to they both start slow, and the reality is, and of course, it's a little bit different, obviously, because you got 82 games versus 17, right? Yeah. But I don't worry as far as the comp goes when you talk about his off the field knock is okay. He doesn't work out as much as you'd like him to. Yeah. Not that he's out hitting bars, not that he's out tearing up the club.
Mistakes.
He hangs out with his wife and kids in Europe and hits hookah and drinks. I was talking to my boy Billy over at Double Egg Cafe today, and we were talking about the thing about European basketball players is. And we were joking around, like, if Jokic, if we got a tweet or a notification that Jokic retired, would anybody be surprised?
Nope.
Not at all.
Just hooping. I think we just showed our smartness. If you were a Bengals fan, would you trade Joe Burrow for Devontae Adams and Arch Manning? That's pretty much what the Mavs did.
I mean, that's it.
Obviously, we can go to conspiracies or not, but that just player for player, that's what it looks like.
I mean, and so that's.
I think I would do it.
I mean, I think he'd be
I don't know, man. Joe Burrow's like, he's locked in as top 3 quarterback. Yes, top 4.
I mean, but you get to reset with Arch Manning. That's right. And think about it. And plus with the NFL, the difference too is that you're going to have that contract for 4 years. Yeah, you're going to reset. Hell yes, you're going to reset.
Still get Devontae Adams too.
So there you go. So 877-881-1053. That's the Franklin Frankel Injury Attorney text line. So the Cooper Flagg era is underway. And we officially know what number he's going to wear, number 32. But we've got some audio as well.
Let's go ahead and listen to Cooper Flagg himself. What was his reaction to getting drafted by the Dallas Mavericks?
Cooper, the moment has been realized. How are you feeling?
Feeling amazing. It's a dream come true, to be honest. I wouldn't want to share it with anybody else.
You mentioned sharing it with anybody else. We've got the Flagg 5 here. How much have these people meant in getting you here?
I mean, I wouldn't be here without these people right here and all my people back home in Maine. 5 people up in the box up there. They're here for me, and I wouldn't be here without them. So it just means so much to see everybody here and supporting me.
No, I mean, he's look, the guy's all business. It's what you want to hear out of your number 1 pick. You got to feel good about. I mean, again, we'll after this segment's over, I will always be a Luka fan. That was one of the things that excited me about coming to Dallas when I came here a year ago was I was looking for, I mean, obviously being back on radio was one thing, but the idea that, hey, we get to cover Luka. He's going to be a dog for the next, he's a stud for the next 10 years. Like, all right, this dude's going to get you to a championship. You got to believe he's going to win a championship. So you're excited about that. Then he gets traded. You're like, all right, that sucks. Now you get Cooper Flagg and I trust Nico to figure out. Now, I'll be honest, and we talked about this with Grant the other day. The one thing I am a little bit leery about, though, full disclosure, I'm wondering what's going on with this coaching staff.
Yeah. And we dived into that if you missed it.
What are we doing with this coaching? Because now what? Jared Dudley might be leaving. Yeah. God might be leaving. So now you're going to lose 3 out of your. You already lost Sweeney to San Antonio.
One of the highest respected assistants.
So it's kind of like, all right, what are
Jason Kidd isn't exactly
and so it's kind of like, all right, and I've heard people, and I think it was on G-Back today, they were talking about, is he trying to force Jason Kidd out? Is there a power struggle going on? Like, what's going on behind the scenes with this coaching staff? It's like, all right, the roster looks like there might be some stabilization. Kyrie signs his deal yesterday for 3 years, $119 million. Gafford's gotten re-signed. So
Kai Jones
is coming back into the mix, which we're excited about here on Fan After Dark. Shout out to all the fatties. But what in the hell is happening with your training staff and is your coach? I mean, what are we doing behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes is
on the court we look good.
Yeah.
On the sidelines, I'm a little concerned.
And I feel like behind the scenes is important right now. You got a young guy coming in. It's going to be the face of your franchise. The right guy's guiding him.
You don't need disarray, man.
You don't. You need structure. And Duke, very structured.
Now, you do feel good about Look, I firmly believe
how would you
Kyrie's not re-signing here if he thinks there's dysfunction.
Agreed.
I firmly believe
What do you think of just the veteran leadership on this team? I think Kyrie's at the forefront.
Here's the thing. As much as we look, two things can be equal at the same time, right? On one hand, yes, are we uber leery of Anthony Davis's availability? Absolutely. Do we love the fact that when healthy, this guy's a top 15 NBA player? 100%. And if I told you, hey, for the next 3 years, you're going to get 65 games, a regular season, and a full playoff run out of Anthony Davis, we would sign up for that. We would run, not walk to it. And if I told you, hey, Kyrie's going to be back in February, March, and you're going to be good, and then you got the rest of the roster that you're going to fill out, plus Cooper, hey, let's go. You're a contender in the West. Hands down, no questions asked, whatever else, right? So, but in all that, again, the thing that we worry about, though, is with this coaching staff, all right? What are we doing as far as the Jared Dudley side of things? And so, when that finally gets solidified, all right, I think then you can finally feel good about the direction of where this team's going moving forward.
What do you think about the leadership on this team? Guys, Cooper Flagg.
I feel great about it, man.
You got Kyrie, who's probably at the forefront of that. Who else is?
Oh, that's right. I started going on a rampage, and I was like, where am I going with this? And honestly, Anthony Davis is a good veteran leader.
Okay. So you think those two guys, forefront, obviously your two best players.
Let me ask you this. What have we ever heard about Anthony Davis off the court?
You have it. Dang, Walter Clayton just got picked.
Yeah, you knew he was going. Well,
he got picked by Washington, and they traded him to Utah. And Walter Clayton wanted to go to Miami bad.
Dude, Utah. I'm telling you right now.
Utah just got all the guys that did not want to go there.
Danny Ainge does not care.
Walter Clayton is pissed. He went to do the Miami workout, canceled the workouts with everyone else, talked about how he wanted to go to the Heat, said Eric Spoelstra's his favorite coach. Look at him. He is not excited to hear his. Is he even going to get up?
I'll tell you what, though. I don't.
I would love Walter Clayton, but I guess. Brooklyn's only got 75 picks.
Well, look, I'll put it like this, man. I think there's something about Danny Ainge has got this thing working on the fly. I really like what he's doing there. But no, think about it. What have you ever heard about any problems with Anthony Davis off the court?
Let's see if we can find something.
There's nothing. Look, and now here's a question I got for you. Do you think P.J. Washington is going to be on this roster when the season starts?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
I would think they're going to move him for somebody. Dude, look, you've already got. What is your?
I think he's going to start.
How many? Where are we at right now on the roster? We're going to get to that in 9. Let's tell you what. Let's look that up real quick. What the Dallas Mavericks
Anthony Davis has faced several off-court issues, primarily related to his injuries and the trade to the Lakers.
Okay, so that's not even an off-the-court. That's just slander. That's just him catching strays from fans. That's just Twitter beef. Is all that is.
Overview.
Yeah, what? That's not off-the-court issues. That's just the fact that he can't stay healthy on the court. Really? That's what we're calling off-the-court issues? The fact the guy can't stay healthy, he's catching crap from everybody? That's not fair.
Domestic abuse to his own
body. I was going to say, this guy beats on himself too much. Okay, who's this Amazonian off to the left of Walter Clayton? My God. Is that Skyler from Breaking Bad? Holy mackerel.
They've had is he not getting up? I don't know why we're...
I don't know, unless they're just waiting.
I don't know if Shams is ahead, but he got picked.
Well, but here's the thing. What's his name hasn't gone up to the... Adam Silver hasn't walked up to the podium yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, he's there now. All right, so we'll keep you posted on that.
Are we seeing a non-smile from Clayton, or do you think he smiles?
No, he'll smile. Of course he's going to smile. He's getting drafted. Why would you not smile?
Walter Clayton bad. But we still got his teammate, Cooper Flagg's teammate, still available.
No, look, they'll figure somebody out.
The Mavs. They are talking about the Mavs moving back into the first round or late.
We saw second. Did you see where they Jaden Hardy and Omax for the names being tossed around?
Yes, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, he's crying. Of course he just didn't know he'd been drafted yet. He's crying. Of course he's happy. This is the biggest day of his life. That's got to be his mom, right?
And he's going to Brooklyn.
Man, that's his mom. My God, these women are all my age.
We got to start. We got to start assessing the son to mom interaction.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
No two-handers.
Whatever. Who was that did the two-hand? Yeah, Carter Bryant. Yeah. Hey, Walter Clayton hugs his mom, kiss on the cheek, boom, done. All right, no two-handed. That had to be his girlfriend. Nobody two-hand kisses their family member. Okay,
on live TV,
on live television with the world watching. Is that his kid? Is that his sister's kid?
I think that's his kid.
Well, that's his kid? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not gonna
I get vibes that could be a niece. That's a niece right there.
He is pretty young.
Yeah, I'm getting niece vibes. Not to say he couldn't have a kid at that age, but I'm getting niece vibes from him.